Hey guys, it's me. I know I've been MIA. I have not done a video in, I don't know, a couple months maybe. I had just been busy with like working, then we went on school vacation. I'm just trying to really get my life organized and kind of figure out life. Yeah, we had our truck died, which is the only 8 passenger vehicle or 6 or more passenger vehicle. We have a 6 member family, my husband and I and my 4 children. And so we've been without a vehicle for a little while, but we did just buy one. So I have an update on that. I have an update on my skin removal surgery, update on my weight, what I'm eating, and things of that nature. So sit down and relax because we are going to cover it all. So for those of you who might be new here, my name is Dory. I just turned 51 years old on July 14th. Today is July 22nd. And I am 5'4" tall. On September 12th of 2016, almost 7 years ago, I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy weight loss surgery. The day of surgery, I weighed 300.5 pounds. My total that I've weighed at my highest was a couple years prior to that, and I weighed 350 pounds. I had the surgery, and I had maintained probably after the first year and a half, 2 years, I was bouncing between 170s, low 180s, sometimes popping into the 160s for years. October of last year, so October of 2022, I had went to my doctor, weighed in at 182, which isn't a huge amount. I had already lost so much. I was already a great success story. But at that point, I was inquiring about the injectable weight loss drug Mounjaro. I didn't really know a lot about it, but then I quickly found out through my primary care physician that Mounjaro is for diabetes, type 2 diabetics. And my insurance would never pay for that since I was not diabetic. So I then asked for Wegovy because that was a weight loss drug. And he informed me that they were very much out of that Wegovy drug, and that the only thing he could offer me at that time was Saxenda. So I did do Saxenda. I got a prior authorization for it, and I did that from October to January. I went from 182 to 168, I believe it was, on Saxenda. Saxenda is a weight loss drug, but you have to inject every day. So when January rolled around, they were supposed to have the pharmacies fully stocked with Wegovy, which I found that regular pharmacies did not, but we have a mail order pharmacy through the military, and they did. So my doctor went ahead and prescribed it, not thinking I could get it filled, but then quickly found out that I did get it filled. I had a prior authorization. I started that on January 13th. I remember it was Friday the 13th. And I was 168, I believe. And I have done that weekly ever since. I started at 0.5 instead of 0.25, since I had already been on Saxenda at the maximum dosage for a month, or more than a month, but at the maximum dosage about a month. And so I went from 0.5 to I forgot. 0.5 to 1. I think it's 1.0, then 1.7, and then 2.4. And I've been on the 2.4. I'm not sure how long they're going to allow me to stay on this Wegovy, because they do ask every time they're doing I think a 6-month prior authorization or whatever it is. They do ask you what your height and weight is. And so once I tell them like my height and weight next time, I don't know that they're necessarily going to let me fill it anymore. So my weight as of today is, I can't even believe I'm saying this number. In my head, when I'm saying the number, I want to put, I want to transpose the numbers because I never thought that I'd get this thin. But I am 146.4 as of today. Now, my goal when I started the weight loss surgery or the weight loss journey in June of 2016, when I started logging on MyFitnessPal and all of that, measuring and weighing my food prior to surgery, I had in my head wanted to be 160. 170 would have been great in my head. I was saying, hey, 180 would be great. When you're 350 and then 300 at the time of surgery, and you're like, gosh, under 300, under 200, so 180, 170 would have been amazing to me. And so when I achieved that goal, I wasn't really necessarily feeling it in my own body. Clothes didn't fit right. I didn't feel like I was the right size and things of that nature. And then, fast forward a couple more years, getting to 2021, 2022-ish, I was down to 160, 170, and I was feeling it. And then I thought, let me try this, injectable weight loss and see the medical side of it. I did the surgical. Let me see the medical side. And there's nothing wrong with whatever tools you want to use in your toolbox, as long as you're not relying on the tool for your overall journey. Like that you're not just saying, hey, I'm going to get surgery and that's going to be, everything, and I don't have to put in the work and I don't have to go ahead and measure and weigh and whatever else comes with your journey. And so for me, I just thought, well, let me see if my body will respond to getting the food noise out of my head, and also helping with the appetite. What it does is these weight loss injectables, which Mounjaro is actually going to be for weight loss soon, sometime this year. And then they also came out with a pill now, a semaglutide pill, that they're fast tracking through the FDA for approval. All these things are just more tools. It's to help us. I mean, obesity is a disease. It is, sometimes it's hereditary, other times it could be our lifestyle, but in whatever sense, it is a disease. It's something that is chronic. It's something that is causes a great deal of stress and a great deal of stress on our body. And, life expectancy is not what it could be if you are healthy. And so I'm saying all of that to let anybody know, like out there that might be watching this video, like I feel no shame in my game. Like I feel no shame that I had to go to an injectable now. Something that I didn't even know was a thing until it was not there anymore is food noise. It's basically the noise in your head that has you focused around food. Oh my gosh, it's 8 o'clock, I gotta eat breakfast. It's noon, I gotta eat lunch. Oh my gosh, I'm hungry. Oh, I smell something, I must eat it. I want an alcoholic drink. I have to go out with my friends and I have to gorge in this and like all of this noise, just the focus on food, that is 100% gone. There's no focus on food. If I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. If I'm not hungry, I'm not gonna eat. If I'm thirsty, I'm going to drink. I'm no longer doing the, 100 ounces of water a day, a gallon challenge, 80 ounces of water a day. I drink when I'm thirsty. With the Wegovy shot, I do get a little nauseous here and there if I'm not eating or drinking. So my antidote for that is I drink Gatorade Zero. Here's one that I had just drank. Gatorade Zero is a lifesaver. Powerade Zero could be the same thing, but basically it's just making sure that you're getting your electrolytes in, and that has been a game changer. It gives me the energy I need, it gives me the stamina I need, it makes me feel good, and so I have only even one a day, maybe two a day at most. Some days I go without it. I'm making sure I eat my vitamins. I'm taking magnesium citrate to help me go to the bathroom, along with sometimes Dulcolax. I'm also taking magnesium. It begins with an L, lysate, something like that. But that's the magnesium that you want to take on a daily basis. Every single person should be taking magnesium, and it begins with an L. You can look it up. There's many forms of magnesium. That is the one. I get mine on Amazon. It's highly absorbed, best on the planet. I did my research and I bought a big bottle. So I take 2 of those a day. I take 2 of the magnesium citrate. I'll take 2 just until I become regular again every day, and then that's it. I stop taking them for a few days and then take it again. That's not something you want to take every day. I'm also taking a fish oil. Fish oil, everyone should be taking a fish oil. Every single person on this planet should take a fish oil. The three things that we should always have that is good for our brain and good for our body is the magnesium, I want to say lysate, whatever the heck the L is. Um, Lion's Mane, which is on Amazon, a great product, highly absorbed, amazing for your body and your brain and Alzheimer's and all of that, and fish oil. Those are the three things. If you can only take three things in your life, those would be them. And if you could only afford one, it would be Lion's Mane. So, but those are the three things that are like mandatory that everyone should take, whether you've had weight loss surgery, lost a bunch of weight, didn't lose any weight. Those are the three things that are going to help your body with your brain and functioning and your organs and your heart and all of that stuff. So, let's see. So I'm down to 146. My ultimate goal, like in all this, I was saying 145 to 150, and I'm there. Do I feel great? Yes. Do I feel like I could go lower? Yes and no. I'm not really trying at all to lose any more weight. I'm not. This Wegovy takes away the hunger and the food noise and all of that, and it helps your body to digest very slow. So you're full and satisfied off very little, just like the surgery does. But it helps you to just, be satisfied. And so I'm not really trying. Like some days I'm not really in the mood for something because it takes away your appetite. But the things that I can eat sometimes, like without the nausea or feeling, a little dizzy, is sometimes things that are unhealthy for my body. So this is going to sound like I'm contradicting everything I said about the supplements, because some days I'm eating donuts. And I'm trying to get better at that because I want my body to perform excellently. I don't want to have all that junk in my body. But just full transparency, like I'm losing weight eating donuts, eating sausage, egg, and cheese on a croissant from Dunkin' Donuts. Some mornings I get hungry. I drop my husband off at work because we've been down to only one car and I need to have the car to take two of my children to summer school. And so I'm stopping at Dunkin' and I'm grabbing that. I can only eat a quarter to a half of it, and then I save it for later in the day, and then I'll maybe get a Boston cream donut if I'm feeling like I could stomach that, but I am getting better. Like today I buy at Costco these Starbucks egg bites. They're bacon and cheese. They are phenomenal. It's $14.99 for 6 2-pack eggs. I believe that. So it's 12 eggs for $14.99. So less than Starbucks. They're magnificent. So I just had 2 of those. And I only had a couple of sips of water to take some of my supplements. I take my supplements at different times of the day. I also take calcium citrate. I take my iron. I've been donating plasma for a side hustle, which after the first month, I'll be honest, they only pay you $120 a week, which still is more than I'm making this summer since I work for a school. But I will be starting back at school in about 5 weeks. We start school again. So anyhow, so I just had some of that today, and I feel fine. Some of the other things, let's see, what else am I eating? I'm still doing my meal prep, although I do it mostly for my mom. My mom lives on her own. She had this health scare. She went to the hospital. She had a UTI. She was not eating. She's not drinking. So I started buying her groceries. Now, yes, it's expensive. Yes, she should buy her own darn groceries, but she is caught up in this terrible codependency lifestyle with my brother, who is going to be 50 years old next year. He has always been an addict. She has enabled him since he's been a little boy. And she bought him another car and pays the car insurance and the car payment and all the other stuff that she does that is just terrible. But, I asked myself, like, do I hold that against her and let her starve and possibly die? Or do I just love my mom and make her food and go shopping? And so I elected to love my mom, go shopping, and buy her stuff. So when I do it, what I'm doing is I'm going to Costco. It's actually fairly simple, but I go to Costco and I buy their already prepared meals that I just have to bake. And so I do meatloaf and mashed potatoes. I do chicken pasta Alfredo. I do the stuffed peppers. I do, what else do they have? Oh, lasagna with these nice big raviolis. And then I put a vegetable and I make her like Meals on Wheels, which she could be getting. I don't know. It's good to go over and give her that human interaction and make sure that her refrigerator is stocked. And what I do is I make these meals, and some of them I make for myself and some I make for her. And I also make like the Philly steak and cheese, and I put a veggie in there for her. So I'll do like downstairs I made this delicious chuck steak, I think it is, or sirloin steak roast or whatever the heck I made. And I made potatoes and then I put corn. So I'm making her a balanced meal. And so I eat off those two because I'm not too hungry. I just make a little portion. Sometimes I don't feel like having that. So I'll just pick and pick at things. But that's what I'm doing for her. I make sure I buy her cases of Propel water, and I have to go and open them for her, put them in the refrigerator so she can, her arthritis doesn't do it. I've also been like so busy, like it's been kind of crazy. My aunt, her sister, who she's lived with, is actually in hospice on her deathbed, but I started going to visit her the end of June of, last month. And I go every day and I bring her things and I talk to her. The last couple of days, she has really been out of it. She has been incoherent. She knows I'm there. She'll say something very, small under her breath to me to greet me, say goodbye to me, tell me she loves me. But she tells me, like when she could talk last week, the week before, she would tell me how much she loves me and how much I make her day by going there, and that no one else, even her nurses, do not take good care of her like I do. And so, it's just a gift I have. I like taking care of people. I don't think I could get into that, be a PCT, PCA, nurse, anything like that. I don't think I could do that. I could not change diapers and all of that, but I can be there at your bedside. I can talk to you. I can fluff pillows. I can rub lotion, itches, talk to you, bring you treats, give you your drink when you want it, and things of that nature. I could do that. But other than that, I have been carting people back. My day is very packed with only having the one car. We are getting our car. Today is Saturday. We went and looked at it on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, we went back and gave our trade-in. We got $2,000 for it. It's just going to be an auction truck. But we ended up picking out, we were there when we picked out this car, and we looked at other cars. They didn't have what we really wanted, all the seats we wanted, the lower mileage and things of that nature. But then someone had come in. It was a one-owner vehicle, 141,000 miles, but it's a Toyota. This engine, actually, two of them got traded in this week. One had almost 400,000 miles on it, and it's still running wonderful. And another one had 650,000 miles on it. Can you believe that, guys? That's crazy. But that one's still running as well. So we love Toyota. So we bought a 2018 Toyota Highlander LE Plus all-wheel drive. And because this is a plus, it gives you extra things like we have navigation, and we have like cruise control and satellite radio and air conditioning, and it's an 8-passenger and lots of storage. And then we got these this thing where if I veer into another lane, an alarm would go off. If I'm coming to a stop, like somebody abruptly stops and I put on my brakes, but my brake did not go down enough to stop me in time, my car can sense that, and so it will stop me, apply my brake more. It has, everything, all the bells and whistles that you would want. And it actually has all-wheel drive and 4x4. Has buttons that you press if there's snow, buttons if you press if it's this. You can take buttons off. It's crazy. I watched YouTube videos yesterday just to know how to program it how I want it. So we are super excited. This person, it was a one-owner car, has 141,000 miles on it, which we wanted under 100, even under 70. But because this person was a one-owner car, and they showed me every single time they brought it it to this dealership to have all the work done on it. I just felt confident these were highway miles. I felt confident how clean this car was. They put brand new tires on it, brand new rims, did the brakes, the brake pads, the rotors, and then one of the struts needed to be replaced. So they said, well, we only have one of them on hand, but we want to do them both for you. So instead of getting the car last Thursday, we actually are waiting until Monday so they can replace the other strut, just so they were replaced at the same time. This Toyota dealership is phenomenal. I love Toyotas anyways. But so that is it. It's a beautiful green color. It's called Jade. And it's like a white color inside the interior. It looks like between cloth and leather. So it's leather on the outside, and it doesn't feel like cloth, but I think it is in the middle. But in any event, it's beautiful. I can't wait to get it. Can't wait to drive it. Can't wait to go on trips. We're planning to go to Pennsylvania to the Hershey Park, and then spending the night. My son and daughter-in-law and their kids are coming, and then we're going to head on to North Carolina to visit my in-laws next month. I can't wait to take this car. We're thrilled. That is just so phenomenal. I'm just so thankful that we were able to buy this car, get a trade-in value. We're only paying 20 grand for the car, which I think is amazing. But anyway, so I'm just thrilled. I'm excited about that. We have had a lot of turmoil going on in our lives as far as my mom and my aunt and, the kids and being home, and I'm trying to enjoy my summer vacation. I have to be honest, having the 4 children home with me has impeded that for me. I am not enjoying my summer vacation. I have to settle arguments and disputes, and I'm just not being able to do it. And I'm carting my daughter, my oldest daughter, who doesn't live with me. Her and her fiance and her daughter live up the street. Well, her car broke down, and then his car broke down. And so they've been in the shop, and so I've been carting her around, and so my day has been crazy to say the least. And so I'm reclaiming my life back this weekend. I am home. I have cleaned my whole bedroom. My whole bedroom is clean, spotless. This is my safe haven, is up in my bedroom. I do not let the kids come in here. There's a whole nother section way over on that side. Let me see. I'll pan you over there real quick. Oop, there's my kitty cat. But there's a whole section way over there. We have a TV. We have this whole section over here. We have a beautiful plant that my mother-in-law, sorry, my fingers are in the way. But anyway, so that's kind of what is going on with me. That is an update to just everything. So yeah, keep me in your prayers. I'm excited about my weight loss. Oh my gosh, I didn't even tackle. I'm so sorry. I'm going to quickly just do it because I had already told you I would talk about it, but my skin removal surgery was denied. I think I said that on my last video. I have appealed that decision, and I am waiting for a verdict. They told me, my insurance company told me, that if I went to a dermatologist at least twice, that they would approve it. So I went to a dermatologist twice. He has written extensive things about my skin, extensive things. He has given me prescriptions to powders and creams and all of this for my rash. And so hopefully they're going to do it. The only thing that's going to stink is that I'm going to have to take time off from work to have it done, because I don't want to wait a whole year more to do it. And I was supposed to have it done in June, but because they denied, now I have to appeal. I wrote them a letter right from my heart. So I'll keep you guys updated. If I win the appeal, I am going to be doing my stomach. And then in the future, I'm going to do my arms. As you can see, I have a lot of hanging skin. I have a nice muscle. Got to work on that more, but I do want to do my my arms. So that is it. I'm so sorry if you guys made it to the end. You guys are amazing. I felt like I needed to just get it all out and tell you guys like what's been going on. But that is that for now. And I love you guys. Thanks for sticking around. And I'm cheering you guys on your weight loss journey as well. Have a good day.